Welcome to Learning English with Capt Binoy Varakil, Assistant Professor, Department of English, St. Joseph's College, Kozhikode, Kerala. Today we discuss one of the greatest poets of English language, Sylvia Plath. We have the biography of Sylvia Plath. Born in Boston, Massachusetts on 27th October 1932, Sylvia Plath was the precocious child of Otto Plath, a German emigre who became a professor at Boston University, and Aurelia Schauber, an American of Austrian Jewish descent. The death of her father, whom she worshipped when she was only 8, was a traumatic event of her childhood and later figured as an obsession in her poetry. She was educated at the Marshall Livingston Grammar School and later at the Gamaliel Bradford Senior High School. Entering Smith College on a full scholarship in September 1950, she graduated in 1955. She attended Newnham College, University of Cambridge as a Fulbright scholar, receiving an MA degree in 1957. While at Cambridge, she married the British poet Ted Hughes on 16th June 1956. After teaching for a year at Smith College, Sylvia Plath decided to devote her full time to writing. She attended Robert Lowell's poetry classes at Boston University and made the acquaintance of fellow poets George Starbuck and Anne Sexton. Intending to settle permanently in Europe, the Hughes returned to England in 1959. Sylvia Plath's first book of poems, The Colossus, was published by Heinemann in 1960. In January 1963, her novel The Belf Jar appeared. On 11th February 1963, she took her own life while she was at the height of her creative powers. Ariel 1965, Crossing the Water, and Winter Trees, both published in 1971, were published posthumously. Now we are looking at one of the best poems of Sylvia Plath, and the poem is titled Lady Lazarus. We have a short introduction to the poem Lady Lazarus. This poem is taken from the collection Ariel of 1965. The speaker is a woman who has the great and terrible gift of being reborn. The only trouble is she has to die first. She is the phoenix, the libertarian spirit, what you will. She is also just a good, plain, resourceful woman. And that is Sylvia Plath. The poet imagines herself to be a female counterpart of the Lazarus story in Bible. She identifies herself with Jewish victims of Nazi concentration camps. The success of this poem is partly due to the tension set up between the extremely light-hearted tone of the poem and the highly serious nature of the theme. Let's recite the poem Lady Lazarus. I have done it again. 1 year in every 10 I manage it. A sort of walking miracle. My skin bright as a Nazi lampshade, my right foot a paperweight, my face a featureless fine Jew linen. Peel off the napkin, oh my enemy. Do I terrify? The nose, the eye pits, the full set of teeth, the sore breath will vanish in a day. Soon the flesh, the grave cave 8 will be at home on me and I, a smiling woman. I'm only 30, and like the cat, I have 9 times to die. This is number 3. What a trash to annihilate each decade. What a million filaments the peanut crunching crowd shouts in to see, then unwrap me hand and foot, the big striptease. Gentlemen, ladies, these are my hands, my knees. I may be skin and bone, nevertheless I am the same identical woman. The first time it happened, I was 10. It was an accident. The second time, I meant to last it out and not come back at all. I rocked shut as a seashell. They had to call and pick the worms off me like sticky pearls. Dying is an art like everything else. I do it exceptionally well. I do it so it feels like hell. I do it so it feels real. I guess you could say I have a call. It's easy enough to do it in a cell. It's easy enough to do it and stay put. It's the theatrical come back in broad day to the same place, the same face, the same brute amused shout. A miracle that knocks me out. There is a charge for the eyeing of my scars. There's a charge for the hearing of my heart. It really goes. And there is a charge, a very large charge, for a word or a touch or a bit of blood or a piece of my hair or my clothes. So, her doctor, so her enemy. I'm your opus. I'm your valuable, the pure gold baby that melts to a shriek. I turn and burn. Do not think I underestimate your great concern. Ash, ash, you poke and stir. Flesh, bone, there is nothing there. A cake of soap, a wedding ring, a gold filling. Her God, her Lucifer, beware, beware. Out of the ash I rise with my red hair, and I eat men like air. Thank you very much.